It's your brother Bolo V&R. We here with another one. This dude is called what? Marlon. What is? Oh man, I don't remember his name. Marlon Morgan. Yeah, 2 M's. So Anissa Bell Rose put this video out, and I wanted to examine it. Apparently, he was on Simon Crosskill's show, and they had a conversation about Estate Bridge, right? Let's hear what this dude got to say, because I'm really going to be examining this to the T, ladies and gentlemen. All right, remember to follow me on all platforms, Bolo V&R 2.0. We're almost at 10K. Follow me on Bolo V&R Clips. Let us get to 1,000, and follow me on Bolo V&R. Let's get to 5K over there. All right, let's get it.
The question that has been raised by some is that he did all of this because of the pending investigation. So I'm asking you now, as somebody who is close to the issue, why did the Prime Minister change the whole relationship with Estate Bridge and so on?
Yeah. I'm happy you raised that, because the Prime Minister is not a magician, nor does he have the gift of clairvoyance. So to be...
I have an issue with that statement already. This dude is... He's not a magician. What has happened with Estate Bridge? You don't need to be a magician. When you are close to a situation, all right, you could use your intuition. Not a magician. You could use your intuition and say, you know what? I'm on the investigation. This Estate Bridge thing has come up. Let me just recuse myself from this situation. Let me move away from it. You don't need to have no man, what is wrong with this dude, man? What is really wrong with this dude, bro?
Hey, who man's is this? Oh, man's is this?
Let's take it back.
Been raised by some is that he did all of this.
Shout out to Velma in the building. How you doing, Velma?
Because of the pending investigation. So I'm asking you now, as somebody who is close to the issue, why did the Prime Minister change the whole relationship with Estate Bridge and so on?
Yeah. I'm happy you raised that, because the Prime Minister is not a magician, nor does he have the gift of clairvoyance. So to be very clear with your listeners, the Prime Minister in October of 2022 transferred shares to his son Adam Holness, and essentially would have divested himself of any interest in the company named Estate Bridge. The complaint that came in from the public to the Integrity Commission came in on the 10th of July 2024. I do not know that Holness can see down the road and know what would happen on July 10, 2024. If that were the case, I would text him right now and ask him for the super lotto numbers.
Yeah.
This dude is so
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
What if you understand me?
I do. I'm
So let me just go back to a question you asked earlier. You asked why him give him son the shares, and if it was a gift or whatnot.
Yes.
The Prime Minister, like any other citizen of Jamaica, is able to make determinations in relation to his personal property in ways he sees fit, not dissimilar to how...
So basically what you're saying is that you don't know. Why are you bringing up Mark Golding? He's gonna bring up Mark Golding. Why Mark Golding is not under investigation for illicit enrichment? Context matters. Why isn't the Prime Minister answering these questions if you don't know? Man,
Mark Golding has that.
Listen to this.
The complaint that came in from the public to the Integrity Commission came in on the 10th of July 2024. I do not know that Holness can see down the road and know what would happen on July 10, 2024. If that were the case, I would text him right now and ask him for the super lotto numbers.
Yeah.
What if you understand me?
I do. I'm
So let me just go back to a question you asked earlier. You asked why him give him son the shares, and if it was a gift or whatnot.
Yes.
The Prime Minister, like any other citizen of Jamaica, is able to make determinations in relation to his personal property in ways he sees fit, not dissimilar to how Mark Golding has divested himself of a particular residence, and that residence is now owned by his children. Mark Golding chose so to do because he's free to do so, and
he's free to do so. But the sale of that to his sons does not involve property breaches or an investigation by the Integrity Commission.
But we're not getting,
exactly. Thank you, Simon. You don't want to bring that point. But shut up. Shut up. Why are you bringing up Mark Golding and his son? This is not a case of a legal activity, right? Where there's no breaches. Mark Golding don't have no breaches in whatever he put down to his son. And you want to bring up Mark Golding jumping all over the place, right? Let's stick to the information at hand. Estate bridge connected to Andrew Onus in many ways. It's not just his son. What about his sister? What about the business partner? You can't use your brain? I mean, damn, you got a big head like mine. You can't use your brain to see the connection? How it look a certain type of way? There's so many different ways we could put this in scenarios where Andrew Onus is possibly involved in all of this. Is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how many ways the scenarios, the hypotheticals. The thing about it is the way how Andrew Onus is operating, he leaves these doors open for interpretation. And I'm gonna stop calling his name because I see when I call his name, my computer gets attacked. Number 28. Number 28. I'm gonna start using code names, Lord of mercy.
My friend,
no, but that's the genesis.
He was not involved in any. He was not the subject of investigation by the IC.
That is the genesis of this report. In that, all right. Let me ask you this: does the Prime Minister?
Man, you appreciate the difference between October 2022 and July 2024?
Yeah, man,
right?
I'm loving that. But here's what I'm asking.
Go ahead with the other question.
The investigation, or no, first of all, the dissolving of ADMAT, the removal of Imperium as a major shareholder in Estate Bridge.
Not a major, but a shareholder.
No, the significant
zero.
Right.
Yeah. All this man is doing is trying to downplay Andrew Onus' connection to Estate Bridge, and it will not work. He was a major shareholder. If his son wasn't involved, right, and his sister wasn't involved, and his best friend, your argument would make sense. But your argument don't make no sense. You cannot defend this, and this is not going to be a 9-day wonder. This is disgraceful. You feel me? Remember, good.
Has zero shares. And the question is, why? What prompted that? Because there doesn't seem to be any climate or environmental change that happened that would realize that sort of change. There doesn't seem to be anything that happened in the financial markets or the construction industry.
Well. Okay. So
curious
to understand,
yes,
to be perspective.
Yes.
The Prime Minister's son attained majority at a particular point in time. In other words, he would have attained an age where he's no longer a child, but is a Jamaican adult.
Yes, but that would have happened 3 years ago.
But that's why I'm not even interested in getting into those personal affairs of the Prime Minister in terms of why
you're not interested. But there's an ongoing investigation which needs to determine the whys. So although you're not interested, when it comes to the possibility of public funds being involved in these investments allegedly, right? Yes, that's why the public has these questions. Because we need to know if there was any foul play. Right? Good.
The Prime Minister took his wife on a date to this just restaurant.
Yo, that brother here does fool no blows on a skirt. Ain't fool, sir. You might come talk about take wife on a date. Like, taking your wife on a date is not the same as having a company that you're a major shareholder of. you are a major shareholder of, and your son is now a major shareholder of, your sister, your business partner is also a major shareholder of, and there is an actual breach in one, according to the Integrity Commission report, there's an actual building breach, right? Not because he's not a member or a shareholder of it anymore. His connection goes by, he's guilty by association. He is guilty by association. Furthermore, you know, it's so disingenuous, and I know Simon Crosskill is going to use that word later on. It is so disingenuous of this man, right? And the people that is capping for Andrew Honest to say that people don't have the right to go. Wait a minute. You know that as a person that leads the country, whatever your sons or your wife do, it is going to fall on you. So if it's something that they did that is illegal, allegedly, the microscope is going to be put on you, sir, ma'am. This is the way of everything when it comes on to you being a politician, a leader, anything like that. Right? Now, it deepens because you were once a shareholder of that company. Right? And those shares and operations, your business partner is still there. Could it be that your business partner is an overseer? Are you blood family? Oh my God, Lord have mercy. You can call in, Patrick. You can call in. Oh my God. Yo, this dude make my head hurt, bro. Listening to his logic is just ridiculous, bro. So the connection is real, bro. You cannot understate the connection. It's just not gonna work.
As opposed to that restaurant. That is not germane here.
Your analogies need a lot of help.
Thank you, Simon. His analogies are weak.
You may not agree with me, you know, but
No, I do agree with you.
No. It's not about agreeing with you. The fact of the matter is your analogies are weak. There's nothing about agreeing. They are weak.
I'm saying what is germane here is that the Integrity Commission.
You don't decide what is germane. You cannot fix the people of Jamaica to think the way you think or see it the way you see it. And I will say this, the Jamaican people are well within their right to see it the way they see it, because of all of the connections that are there.
By way of its Director of Information and Complaints, would have received a complaint. It would have been passed to Kevin Stevens, who is the Director of Investigations, and he would have received this July 10th thing, and he would have undertaken or commenced an investigation. And what we're saying in very simple terms is that the very subject of this investigation was breach of a permit for construction of houses.
Actually, I don't know if it's people being disingenuous, but you do know, as part of the investigation into his statutory declarations, the Prime Minister was asked specific questions about Wycliffe or Wycliffe Close, about Estate Bridge, about Imperium, about Adma. Was asked questions.
And in keeping with all of what I would have said earlier in the past few minutes, the Prime Minister would have made those disclosures to the Integrity Commission.
Hence the correlation.
Is an entity that is held by Estate Bridge, and the directors are X, Y, and Z.
Hence the correlation.
Is an entity in which I have an interest, and so on. Right?
I think, to be fair to Marlon, I think it is slightly disingenuous to suggest that the Integrity Commission had no cause at all to ask the Prime Minister or to involve the Prime Minister into a chain of events that has ultimately led to this report. I think it's I don't complain. The public is going to be a little more dismissive of that. Yes,
that is the material and germane point. There is no chain of event that is of any moment here, and that is why I'm coming back to an analogy. Just to be clear, you may not agree with what.
Stop lying!
Just shut up for a minute.
Stop lying!
Yeah, your voice is annoying.
Stop lying.
This dude's voice is annoying.
Stop.
Help, the bolovrclips. We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this, man. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
What I'm saying
Yes.
now, but I want the listeners to at least hear what I'm
Yes,
saying.
no, man,
we
it's not-
know that there's a particular discourse that pervades this space.
Yes.
When Ralston is on and everybody.
Oh, come on now, you're reaching,
Just
man.
allow me a few seconds.
You hear where him gone? Him go Ralston. When I mention Ralston, brother, you come fight for Andrew Honest, or you come talk about the facts about the thing. You sound like some big girl. I want him to the brother, yeah, man. Yo, man, a piss me out. Yo, sorry, yo, you can't, yo, you don't start. When the man, Ralston coming at this? Ralston is a financial guru. The man talk about finances, data, facts. Zane, what Ralston has to do with Andrew Honest not declaring his assets? Andrew Honest, once upon a time, being a part of Estate Bridge, not too long ago, have him son and him sister and him business partner and friend as collective major shareholders in our company we found to have breaches. The fact of the matter is, who if get locked up. You understand? At the end of the day, this is going to be the reality. Like father, like son, and like sister. As so we see it. That I always see it. Him can declare for him asset them, and them operate allegedly illegally. In the public eye, you can't do nothing about that. You can't stop people from think. Based off what them see, say all of them people here are operating in a certain type of way. There's nothing you can do about that. Not a goddamn thing. So if a politically you try come try in Nagawork, better go sit down. Nagawork.
I'm not going to allow you a few seconds
saying.
I'm not going to allow you a few seconds to digress from the central point.
I'm not digressing.
Yeah, then we are bringing Ralston and Mark Golding and everybody. I'm really talking about the Integrity Commission.
Mark Golding is up no moment.
And the
Yeah, man, I'm done with Mark Golding.
Does the Prime Minister have...
And then him a come be disrespectful about him done with Mark Golding. Look at you. Look at you. Me say me can't wait for election. Me can't wait for election. Look at you. Me say me want the 8 thief them get locked up, you see. I don't business at who are the 8 thief. I want them get locked up. If one of them a PMP, lock them up. Me want all the thief them get locked up. Every last one of y'all. But they are capped for Andrew Honest.
any involvement with SSL?
The Prime Minister has no involvement with SSL.
Did the Prime Minister have an
The Prime
involvement?
Minister had an interest in SSL in terms of an investment product.
There you
which
go.
is liquidated,
So there is an
and
association.
So you see how them talk two sides of their mouth.
Hey, who mess is this? Oh, man, is this?
Yo, you see how them talk two. The man don't have no. Listen what him say a while ago.
I'm done with Mark Golding is off no moment. Yeah, man, I'm done with Mark Golding.
Does the Prime Minister have any involvement with SSL?
The Prime Minister has no involvement with SSL.
Did the Prime Minister have an
The Prime
involvement?
Minister had an interest in SSL in terms of an investment product.
There you
which
go.
is
Isn't that an involvement? Isn't that an involvement? Having an interest in why so much money go to the. Why aren't you honest as the younger person? We get money out of SSL. Why? Who else get money out of SSL? Who else get money out of SSL? What more involvement you want?
So there is an
and he would have gotten
association.
the funds remitted.
Yes.
The funds that he had invested in SSL.
Yes.
That would have been liquidated
Correct.
and remitted to his
Correct.
account based on his instructions.
But to suggest that the Prime Minister...
Why is it that him alone get back money? You big head Marlon Morgan. Cause my head big to me, can't call you big head. You big head Marlon Morgan. When you use your brain for something, you try to convince Jamaican people say something no fishy about that. Say Andrew Honest are the younger person we get money out of SSL, allegedly. One of few, and him alone me know about it based off of information we out there. Who else get money out of SSL? Who else? So you can't use your big brain for see, say something wrong fishy about that. Let us be fair. Let us be fair. One thing me know. One lady, one woman of God. I put it out this morning and go listen. Me put out 2 videos this morning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 premiere. I suggest if you haven't watched them yet, you go again and watch them. One of them is a lady who send me a voice note. We get a vision. She said, anybody, the voice, a Lord tell her, I said, anybody that steal you send about money, I'm going to give him back. And do it expeditiously. Alright? The Lord is sending his death angel to Una and the family. And that the lady say. Me play it on this on here. Alright? So, Una do the right thing. That is all. Let's continue.
Minister did not have an association with SSL would 1 be false and 2 be misleading.
Exactly.
So when the question
False and misleading. That's exactly what the JLP is about. Being false and misleading. They are using semantics to try and hip-hop, juba-jab around the connection between Andrew Holness and SSL, Andrew Holness and Estate Bridge. Andrew Holness is the center of all of this. He is the center of all of this.
is put,
I'm not debating association with you, I'm debating what is germane and what is not germane.
No man.
So
yeah, you don't decide what is germane.
the fact that the Spanish were once the colonial administrators.
Yes, I don't know that that's for us to determine. Yeah, I don't know. I think the public will decide what is germane.
You better know that you can't control no narrative over yourself. Or no way at all. Come talk about what is germane. Germane what? Oh, yo.
I think what we have to address.
Remember, just to be clear,
yes.
PNP listeners
yes.
will
hear this a idiot I know about PNP listeners. Hear this a idiot I know. Hear this a fool I know.
determine that everything, including the fact that Jamaica, if Jamaica suffers a ratings upgrade.
So because somebody have a certain view upon it, them a PNP, brother, you sound slow. Yeah man, you sound slow man. You already associated with the party, you know. So anybody will oppose the party at PNP, you're full of, you know, so there's a third party named UIC. You're slow, you know. So you just bungle up everybody in a one bungle.
Yes.
Or a downgrade at Standards and Poor's.
Yes.
Nobody will report in the news the Spanish associated Caribbean island of Jamaica has suffered a ratings downgrade at Standards and Poor's.
Right.
God forbid.
Right.
Nobody will make that at any point. And the reason why I'm coming back to the material point just before we go to the newscast is this.
Yes.
If you sold a car and that car being operated by its new owner breaks a red light and hits down somebody and God forbid kills that person, nobody would be concerned about Simon in the grand scheme of things. That would not be German.
Brother, you're slow, bro. You're slow. Bad. Context matter. Those two examples don't correlate. It is not as simple as you're trying to put it. This is not a car that was sold. This is a whole company that is tied to family members. And the fact say you're going like say you don't understand that is either you're fool or you just a try take people for fool. 1 out of 2 is a fact. It's either you fool enough or you think you're smart enough to take people for fool. See? The two things don't they are not parallels. You can't put the two of them together and you see it's same thing. No, brother. No, it don't work like that.
Remain to the offense that was perpetrated by the driver of this motor vehicle. The quote-unquote issue here were breed.
Man, Liam no blouse and skirt. I mean, if man is a shame you would a shame too.
And of this apart. in the grand scheme of things. That would not be germane to the offence that was perpetrated by the driver of this motor vehicle. The quote-unquote issue here were breaches in the construction of this townhouse up at Beverly Hills. The Prime Minister is not a person who is associated with the entity on July 10 or even prior to that, based on the complaint that came from the public. That is what I'm arguing here. What is germane and what is not germane.
I take your point, and I think the Integrity Commission and the KSMAC and the police need to talk to Norman Brown and the Prime Minister's son, as you hinted at earlier. But we have to.
And guess what? We're not gonna stop saying the Prime Minister's son. You know why? Because he's my Prime Minister's son. And because the Prime Minister in a problem too. And his wife in a problem too with the same problem. It's a family problem. Okay? The real estate issue, a feed them family problem. Them have a real estate issue. Building allegedly too much rooms when the requirement, cause even Rattigan showed it the other day. Mystic Sensation showed it the other day. What is the required amount of rooms of a build based off of the amount of acreage you have? Go look on Juliet Wellness situation. It's a family problem and we will not escape it. These people allegedly are operating above the law and regulations because I'm a Prime Minister, Speaker of the House, and the Prime Minister's son and the Prime Minister's sister and the Prime Minister business partner. You don't see the correlation that Juliet Wagwan, Marlon Morgan, you don't see it, you still can't see it. You're blinded by what you call it? What them call that? You're blinded by party loyalty. So you can't think logically. Well, you don't make no sense you come talk about this no more, brother, cause you not make no good point. You're lame. You're lame, brother. Lame no blows on screen. People don't tell me what they think in the comment section here, man. Guys, I brother just a piss me off to blows and skirt. I don't know Rasta. I don't know. Follow me on all of my platform, them as me say. You understand? Get us to 10k before. Hey people, no go and watch the sub count for me then, all of me. All of my what you call it? My moderator them. We only need 14 subs to reach 10k now, people. 14 subs to reach 10k. We must can reach 10k before the live I done. I like. Remember, good no man, if you're not yet subbed up to the platform, what are you waiting on? And people, share the live with some people, man. Share the live, man.